Hey guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you my fangirl favorites for November 2019. So, I don't particularly have very much to talk about this month, you guys, so maybe this would be a nice, short, simple, quick video, which would be nice for me to film and for you to watch, I suppose. And as always, everything that I'm about to talk about in this particular video, I'm not going to be talking about spoilers of any sort, so continue to watch freely as you wish. So yeah, what nerdy things did I particularly enjoy this month, in the month of November? Can I talk about my t-shirt real fast, you guys? Because, I'm a Lord of the Rings fangirl. I love me some Lord of the Rings, and I saw this particular t-shirt, and I was like, hell yes, that is totally me. Let me show you the t-shirt. It's a big old line of dialogue that comes from the character of Pippin from the Lord of the Rings movies. Oh god, what movie does he say this in? I think he says this particular line of dialogue in The Fellowship of the Ring, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, it's just simple. Pippin, he's going on about his hunger and how many times a day the hobbits eat food. And yeah, what does this say? It says breakfast and oh my god, I can't see it. Oh, okay, I see it now. Okay, breakfast, second breakfast, elevensies, luncheon, afternoon tea, dinner and supper. And can somebody British please tell me what elevensies means? But yeah, I seriously fangirled quite hard, yeah guys, when I saw this shirt, because I just thought this was perfect. I love Pippin from Lord of the Rings, and yeah, me and my sister, seriously, this whole line of dialogue, this is something me and my sister will just kind of randomly start quoting at each other, you know. So it's like an iconic line. I mean, why else would it be on a t-shirt, you know? So yeah, any other Lord of the Ring fangirls, fanboys out there, just let me know. Plus the t-shirt, you can't say it with your dull American accent like me. You gotta do it with the best British accent you possibly can, because yeah, Pippin's accent when he's saying all this is just so cute and adorable and hilarious, and I love it. But yeah, enough of the Lord of the Rings. So yeah, really all I've been doing for November, I guess, is just watching some TV, like I particularly do. I say this every single month. I watch a lot of TV. That's kind of really all I sit and do. That's how I like to spend my time, especially when I come back from work and whatnot. If it's not reading, it's watching TV. So yeah, there's been a lot of really good stuff this month of November. For starters, his Dark Materials started. Yeah, guys. Yes, based off of the trilogy of books by Philip Pullman. I love those books. I've been highly anticipating this TV series. I personally was fine with the Golden Compass movie. I know everybody out there just hates the Golden Compass movie. I was personally fine with the movie, because when I first saw that movie, I hadn't even read the books yet. So yeah, I was actually quite in love with the movie at the time. But yeah, ever since, you know, that movie was kind of panned, and then yeah, they never did the rest of the trilogy. I mean, I've always kind of thought to myself, I really would love to see his Dark Materials done as a proper TV series. And so yes, finally that has happened. HBO and the BBC have finally done it, and I'm really enjoying the TV series so far. At the time of recording this video, I've only got through like 3 episodes, and I'm just blown away with the acting and the directing and the writing, and the visual effects are absolutely stunning. So yeah, I'm just very curious, you know, how the show is going to continue to you know, enhance the books, if you will. And yeah, the TV series has already done quite a few shocking things, like revealing some things. There's some things that have been revealed in this first season that aren't even revealed until like the second book, you guys. So it's been pretty shocking, and yeah, even me, even though I've read the books and I love the books, it's like there's still some kind of shocking twists and turns that have happened, like oh, okay, we're doing this now. We're going to change this around a little bit. So yeah, even for book readers, I think there's still a bit of enjoyment you can kind of get from some of the changes and how things are kind of moved around. But yeah, his Dark Materials, fantastic. I'm loving it. Also, what started up this month of November? Disney Plus started up. Me being a Disney nerd definitely got me a subscription to Disney Plus. And yeah, I mean, there is a lot to watch on Disney Plus at the moment, but I've seriously not really watched too terribly much. I anticipate watching a bit more, though, kind of as the months kind of go by. But yeah, so far, all I've watched on Disney Plus, obviously The Mandalorian, taking place in the Star Wars universe. At the time of recording this video, I've only watched 2 episodes of The Mandalorian, and those 2 episodes I have really enjoyed. I've really liked it. I think it's cute. I've not been like totally blown away with The Mandalorian yet, but it is an 8-episode season. I'm kind of waiting for it. I'm expecting The Mandalorian to kind of build up week by week and like really go to a really intense, crazy place by the time we get to the finale. But yeah, right now it's fine. It's cute. I like it. There was a big thing that happened at the end of episode 1 and then carried into episode 2 that I was like, oh my god, this is too much cuteness. This is way too much freaking cuteness. I can't handle this. But once again, no spoilers for this video. But yeah, I'm liking The Mandalorian. I have yet to watch the Lady and the Tramp movie. Me and my sister are planning on watching the Lady and the Tramp movie, though, so that way we can do a Disney Rewind in December, so we can share our thoughts on the Lady and the Tramp movie. So stick around in December for hopefully our review of Lady and the Tramp once we get to it. And then yeah, the only other thing I've watched on Disney Plus is a show called Encore. I don't know how many people are kind of familiar with that or even interested in it, because I think it's kind of really targeting a specific audience, to be quite honest. But yeah, Encore is a show hosted by Kristen Bell, and it's like a reality show in a sense. Every episode focuses on a different high school, you know, people from a different graduating year or whatever. And yeah, the series, they bring back people who were in like the theater program, and they bring back people to basically do a restaging, a redo of one of their high school musicals, essentially, if I'm explaining that correctly. So yeah, like the first episode, the musical was Annie, so they brought back people like from 1996, I think it was, the class of 1996 who did a theater production of Annie. They came in and redid Annie, but now they're all like people in like their 40s or whatever. And then yeah, the second episode was a high school class from like 2007 that did a production of Beauty and the Beast, and yeah, these people are all in their late 20s now. And yeah, I especially really love the Beauty and the Beast one. And I'm really liking Encore. I'm kind of pleasantly surprised with Encore, because I had my concerns that Encore would be a little irritating, full of a bunch of people with egos, but I've been pleasantly surprised because there's not, the 2 episodes that I've watched so far, there's not anybody with super big egos or anything. It's a lot of people who are just really down to earth, actually. People who are down to earth and rather humble. And if anything, even though the show is about reuniting people to do another production of a high school musical that they did, even though that is kind of the overall premise of the show, the thing is, what's also interesting about the show, besides the restaging of a musical, it's also like is social commentary the word? I'm not sure if social commentary is the word I'm looking for, but people, you know, who shared high school experiences with one another, but then never stayed in touch after high school, never saw each other again after high school. And yeah, people learning and rediscovering things about their former classmates that they had no idea. you know. And it's kind of a thing of, you know, when you're in high school, you're so self-centered and you're so self-absorbed and you just care about yourself, and kind of maybe your particular friend group is what you're concerned about. And it's just an interesting commentary on how we are in high school versus how we are later as adults, and the things that we care about are different. And yeah, realizing you just never knew certain things about your classmates, you know? And yeah, like there was one guy, I think in the Annie episode, like he was gay, he's openly gay, but it was kind of a thing back in like 2000, or no, 1996. It was a thing frowned upon, and he didn't ever really talk about it in high school. So yeah, it's little things like that. People coming from abusive homes, abusive families, people who had medical issues and they just kept it to themselves back when they were in high school or whatever. Just little things like that about people and their daily lives, and the things that you choose to tell other people in high school, or the things that people choose to ignore in high school, you know? So there's a lot more to Encore than just the High School Musical aspect of it. It's actually kind of emotional in places, with people kind of rediscovering their classmates, and also just kind of rediscovering themselves, you know, comparing who they were in high school to who they are as a grown adult, I suppose. But yeah, I do highly recommend Encore, especially if you're like me, because I did musical, their theater, you know, or not just musical theater, but just theater in general. I did theater in high school, I was part of that weird, wacky group of crazy people, and I loved theater, so I am particularly enjoying this show. So yeah, what else? Okay, so that's it, I guess, for shows. Moving on, I suppose, the only other thing that's been, like, obsessively controlling my life for the past month, me and my sister, well, my sister, really, because I finally persuaded my sister to play the video game Detroit Become Human, you guys. I have previously already watched like a full gameplay of Detroit Become Human, because I've mentioned this before, I'm not a big gamer, I'm just not very good with a controller, so I like to watch people play video games. But yeah, I have previously seen gameplay like on YouTube of Detroit Become Human. So I've been trying for the longest time to get my sister to finally play Detroit, and she finally did, and she's just obsessed about it as I am. So we've kind of just been playing this entire month Detroit Become Human and playing different scenarios, because it's the type of game that you don't just play it one time, okay? You don't just play it one time. You can play it multiple times and always get some sort of different conclusion. Yeah, characters can die. It's a wild game, you guys. It's one of those choose-your-own-adventure type of games. So anything goes. You can get just a host of different endings, different characters can live or die, whatever. So yeah, me and my sister have just been obsessively playing Detroit, and it's been very fun. That's all I'm gonna say. So you guys, that is it for this month's Fangirl favorites. In the comments below, what have you guys fangirled or fanboyed about this month? It can be movies, books, television, video games, whatever floats your boat. Just let me know your thoughts down below. So that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like this video, you may like these other videos. Bye guys.